Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Season 3, Episode 9 in the Primal Fear PvP series. So in the last one, I got wiped out of the castle cave on the 4-door map. After that, now I'm solo. I usually go on YouTube and I'll find, hidden spots. Doesn't really matter on the size. As long as I can get a rep down, a bed, a TP, and a little box. Then I'm good. I'd rather stay hidden, than build somewhere and just get wiped. Because on here, it's so easy to raid. And everyone offlines. So yeah, if you're new to the server, go on the lowest pop map. And then YouTube some hidden spots. And that's pretty much all you want to do. You just want to stay hidden. Then after that, you can raid some better spots. Put your cloner just anywhere around the map. Clone some stuff, pick it all up, and then TP back to your little hidden base. In this episode as well, someone gives me ownership of their tribe, and they're built in Pearl Cave. So yeah, I end up getting Pearl Cave back. Anyway guys, let's jump straight into the video. So after looking around Crystal Isles, I started looking for little hidden spots. I found this, which is really well hidden, and it'll be perfect for me. I thought, just big enough size to get a rep down. I could get a bed in here. Pretty much everything that I needed I could fit in this little hole. Wasn't massive, but it does the job. Do you know what I mean? And the main thing is it's proper hidden out of the way. Like, no one's going to find this. They'll only find it by accident. Also, building like this, I can basically live in the upload. I keep all my important tames, BPs, uploaded. So even if someone did find this spot, they wouldn't really get anything. They'll just get some resources. Anyway, shortly after building here, somebody messages me and asks me if I want Pearl Cave. So obviously I jumped at the chance and I headed straight over to center. Right, so this is Zapone from the tribe Element. He was telling me that his tribe incited him and he was the only one left. I think he was getting fed up of all the people trying to raid him. Like, I think people were spam raiding him, like one tribe after another. So he said that he's quitting and he's going to give me, Pearl Cave and all the stuff. So I did try to get him to stay, as I could help him out and he could help me. And in the end, I did actually get him to stay in the tribe, even though he gave me ownership. So yeah. Yeah, this guy had a shit ton of loot. He had tames that I'd never even seen before. I'll show you some in a little while, but he had a Kraken, which I'd never even heard of or seen before, and also a Nemesis. Same again, I never even heard of it. So yeah, I could tell he was a decent player, and he probably knew more about the mod Primal Fear and Eternal than I did. So it would be nice to learn from someone else. And also he wasn't, some toxic kid. He's grown up like me and he's trustworthy. I can pretty much tell that from straight off. Like, he's just gave me ownership of his whole tribe. It's pretty much something that I would do. So yeah, I trust this guy. And he seems pretty chill, so. So here I was, back again in Pearl Cave. I got this at the start of the season, and now I was back again. Only this time, there would be no penguinos running in with ×2 speed. Now that the Origin arrows have been patched, like, you can't shoot your own dino anymore, so And yeah, it felt good to be back. Right, so this is the Nemesis. I've never actually seen this tame before. It's massive. And it's super OP. I don't know how I've never seen this tame before, but I've literally only just found out about it. So this is the Kraken, another tame that I've never even seen before. Yeah, it looks pretty sick, to be honest. Not sure how much damage it does or anything, but yeah. Also, if anyone knows where to get all the information of like the new tames and things like that come out on the mod, let me know in the comments, because I tried to find information on some of this stuff, like the Kraken and the other one. Forget its name now. But when you YouTube them or Google them, nothing comes up. So I don't know where people's getting the information from, like how to spawn them and stuff like that, and how to tame them. So anyways, I started working on the base for a bit, started doing these railings. Pretty much the only way to raid this is with penguinos. So I do these little square boxes on the foundation kind of thing. So when the penguinos come running in, they're just annoying. Like you constantly get stuck on them. So it's just pretty much to slow people down when they're trying to raid. Here, kind of the same thing again. This is just to slow them down. These turrets at the front, it's just going to make it so they get shot like earlier when they're running in, so they're taking more damage. So yeah, it just means they won't make it as far. So pretty much, literally 10 minutes after I joined the tribe, the base was getting attacked. So yeah, brings back old memories living in Pearl Cave, because you never get a break. You're always getting raided by someone, or trying to get raided by someone, should I say. So I lost loads of footage here. I was actually recording in lossless like quality, so it's putting strain on the gameplay as well. It's actually causing me to lag, and sometimes you can't tell the difference between server lag and actual like computer lag. So obviously I changed it from lossless quality because that's literally the best quality you can get, which I didn't really need anyway. So yeah, I just had to readjust some of my my OBS settings. For the people that don't know out there, it's just a recording software. You'll see in this clip here, I hit him twice, I think, with the club on torpidity mode. So one hit should have knocked him out, but I was lagging, so basically I wasn't where it was showing me where I was. So yeah, it's pretty annoying playing in the lag, constantly dying, but I think I've got to that problem now and fixed it, so hopefully we're all good now. As you can see now as well, it's a lot harder to raid Pearl Cave. The penguins don't get anywhere near where they used to before. Right, shortly after, I decided to go and hit the underwater base that I was going to go and raid before. So I started cloning a bunch of penguinos up. So this is the spot. Also, just a quick disclaimer, I'm not raiding this to be toxic or be an asshole. I'm just raiding for fun and some content. So I hope the guy doesn't get toxic. And if you do need anything, just you can PM me anytime and I'll always help people out with what they need and stuff. So anyways, the guy had a load of spam out the front, so the first job was to destroy all that. So after destroying most of the outside spam, I couldn't actually get the terror inside, so I went and got a penguino and pushed forward in the tunnel to start destroying more of the spam. Also, this guy had a lot of tames on neutral, aggressive, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to sit here and wait. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to halt my raid and report a ticket to the admins, because it's just not, it's not practical. I'm just giving the guy time to come online. So, like I said, it's one of these rules that you can't really enforce. Yeah, I think they should just get rid of it. That's my personal opinion anyway. after knocking out all the penguinos, my character kept getting glitched. Like, this happened quite a few times in the raid. Like, I couldn't swim down and I couldn't swim up. My character was like glitched like this. I could only go forward and backwards. So the only way to get rid of it was to do /suicide and kill myself, respawn. As you can see here, neutral aggressive tames isn't really a problem. The only tame that I think that should be banned from being on aggressive is the demonic parasaur on turret mode. That's the only thing. Only because you can put that behind a wall and it won't move. So if you hide that behind a wall and it's doing mesh attacks, how are you supposed to trank it? Because you can't see it because it's behind a wall. So. You could see right there the guy had a dire bear in a vacuum. Now, I would guess that that was on aggressive, but the bears don't do their special attack on aggressive, so it doesn't really matter. I would say as well, this guy had a force field at the front, but it was kind of helping me, so you need to be very careful when you're placing these, because it was shielding me from the rest of the turrets. I could get further in without getting shot, so that's why I left it. Right, so I pretty much had a guess that this guy had a gen vault dropped, so I dropped all that just to check. So there is one good thing that you want to take note from this guy. He had loads of gens all spread out, which was really annoying to drop all of them. He also had all these turrets really well spread out, which is another thing, because if you put them all together, they're easy to rocket because you get more than one each time. You get, you destroy a cluster of them at a time. But when they're all individually placed all over, it takes so much longer to drop them. Yeah, it's time for your nap. Go to sleep. And by sleep, I mean permanent sleep. So after murdering the penguin family in its sleep, I started again and tried to drop some more turrets. Then this happened, perfect timing, the server crashes. So I had to wait about half an hour for the server to go back up. Right, so the server loaded back up. We just got a little rollback. Well, it wasn't too bad anyway. I just had to murder all these dumbass penguins again and just blow that gen up in the corner. Right, I just wanted to get into cover to this part so I could orbit cam and then see my next plan of action. Now I noticed he'd done his foundations like this, which wasn't a very good idea because I could tunnel through. I could use the foundations as cover and make a little tunnel going to the death wall. So that was going to be the plan. Yeah, I just had to pick my route carefully because I didn't want to drop the wrong ones and ruin my cover. Yeah, I do this in majority of the raids that I do. I find the weakest point in the base and then I exploit it. Doesn't always happen, don't get me wrong. You do get some really good builders. So sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. But more often than not, someone will make a mistake. So that's what I had to keep on doing. Just keep making my way to the death wall. I won't add all the boring clips of the times where all the rockets didn't go off and things like that. It wasn't as easy as it looked, put it that way. So I did manage to get in, but somehow I lost my original footage. It's just typical. When I was destroying the rep and killing all the characters in their sleeping pods, I lost all that footage somehow. I'm not totally sure if it was after the server went down or something like that, but yeah, it's a bit annoying, but what can you do? So when I first come in here, it was a nightmare. There was so many penguinos in here on neutral aggressive, and it was just a nightmare. And my character was constantly glitching out, so I couldn't go up and I couldn't go down. I couldn't even get on my penguino sometimes. It was AIDS. Let me just say that. So anyways, it was actually a fun raid in the end. Definitely worth the time. This guy was stacked. He had shitloads of everything. Decent tames, decent loot, BPs. Yeah. So I managed to get all the loot out. At this point, I was just going in to drop everything. So some guy was asking in global chat who was raiding an underwater base on Crystal Isles. So I said it was me, and he said that he just wanted to watch the raid. So yeah, he was pretty chill. He just sat there and watched, and I spoke to him for a little while.
Can you hear me? There we go. Nothing much. Just go back to the game. One more time? Yeah, old player joined back yesterday actually, so had a pretty decent start. But yeah, looking for playing solo, man. I mean, it's your videos that got me back, so I was like, what? This server's still that's cool.
So this guy was looking for a new base spot. He'd just come back to the server, so I said I would wipe the rest of the foundations and stuff in here, and he could build in there if he wanted to, which he agreed to. So
yeah, there's not so much info about any of the mods as well, so you're doing a good job. I mean, it's hard. It's a big mod, a lot of secrets and stuff, so.
So finally I found the last gen, and I dropped all the turrets.
Looks like you found it. I'm just gonna move a little bit while you work on this.
So as this guy was so chill, I foundation wiped the base for him so he could start building here, and then I'll come back to give him some free stuff just to help him get started.
Appreciate it a lot, man. Oh damn, penguin. No, armor I'm good on. I appreciate everything, man. Everything you've done. Well, anyways, if you ever need help or anything when I'm done rebuilding, if you ever need help, just hit me up on Discord, man. Yeah. Catch you later, man.
Right, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Remember, if you did enjoy the video, drop us a sub and a like. Help us grow the channel. Got loads more content coming on the way. In the next one, I'm probably going to get loads of raids done. So yeah, that one's going to be an action-packed video. Anyways, take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.